thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And today, thanks to the folks at Big Bad Toy Store, we'll be taking a look at the brand new BBTS Shared Exclusive Transformers Platinum Edition Grimlock versus Decepticon Bruticus. An absolutely gorgeous looking set that when I saw it in person at BotCon, I absolutely loved it and knew that this would be a fantastic set. Essentially what you're getting is the San Diego Comic-Con version of Bruticus from Fall of Cybertron. In addition to that, you get a very nice looking Grimlock that I'll show here in a little bit. Very nice package. You got the very reflective front here, intermediate level transformation. Come around here to the side, Grimlock, and then you come around to the back. Well, what's on the other side? Oh, Bruticus, and then you come around here to the back. And you see you get all 5 of the Combaticons. You get Blast Off, Brawl, Onslaught, Swindle, and of course Vortex. You got the tech specs right there. They all combine to form Bruticus, and then you have Grimlock here, in addition to his tech specs. Now, what's really kind of cool is you look at the back of the box, and that basically looks like the regular retail version of Grimlock. But when you come around here, and you open this up, and yeah, it does actually open, and it's gonna kind of make things a little bit darker in here. You can see that Grimlock actually has this really nice gold chrome on his body. Absolutely wonderful. Now, there's not many differences here with Bruticus itself, and I know there's a lot of glare going on here, so it's making it harder to see, but we're going to open it up. I'm going to do my best to compare all of it. But then you also have a little bit of a read-up up here, if I can actually hold it up, and it says, of all the mighty Autobot warriors scattered across the galaxy, there is only one who feels no fear at the sight of the unstoppable Decepticon Bruticus. While his comrades flee in terror, he stands his ground, stoking the superheated plasma of his fire breath for the battle to come. As the ground quakes beneath him, and the shadow of the giant Decepticon warrior falls across him, Grimlock looks up and smiles. Here, finally, is a challenge worthy of his strength. Absolutely wonderful. Now, this is part of the 30th anniversary line that you can see right here, and it actually says that it's a 4 of 30. So there are a lot of the 30th anniversary figures that are coming out, and this is probably one of the most exciting that I was really looking forward to. So that's about it for the packaging. Let's get them open and see how cool they actually are. Alright guys, so here we have Grimlock and Bruticus opened up and out of their packaging. Now, because I've already reviewed both of these figures separately, things like the transformation and things like that, I'm going to cut out of this one just to try and keep this one a little bit shorter. Even though usually when I say that, it ends up being longer than I anticipated, but whatever, we'll see. But starting things off first, we're going to take a look at Bruticus. And honestly, there really isn't much different between this and the San Diego Comic-Con version. In fact, I don't think there is any difference. Using him, we're going to set him off to the side and use the SDCC one. And honestly, side to side, you can see that there isn't really much of a difference. The only reason why I'm keeping, for example, these little bits right here up on my SDCC one is just so I can tell the two apart. Because really, there isn't much of a difference. I'm trying to see, it's... You look at the coloring, I mean, even the coloring here. Oh, here's one different. This bit right here is actually painted gray on the new Platinum Edition one. The SDCC one, that one's not painted, so a little bit extra painted detail. I'm just trying to see, really, if there's anything that, I mean, that's honestly the very first thing that I saw that was different. Everything else, at least on a quick overview, it all does look the same. I don't see any other differences. I'm actually really surprised that I caught that. I mean, even the plastic. Now, this looks a little bit lighter, like the plastic is a slightly different shade on Vortex here. Now, but honestly, to the naked eye, you're not seeing really any differences in terms of the coloring on them. And honestly, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the only way that you could get the SDCC in game accurate colors was to get the SDCC version at San Diego Comic-Con or pay ridiculous aftermarket prices. So that really is already a huge bonus. The SDCC figure was $100 at the actual convention, and actually it was a little bit more than that because tax wasn't factored in. It was $99.99 $29.99 without tax. And in California, you have to pay tax. So it was actually more expensive. Going the route of Big Bad Toy Store and getting their shared exclusive allows you to get it for that $100 without paying that tax, which in and of itself is a pretty nice bonus. So it really is fantastic that we have an option to be able to get the game accurate colors without paying those insane retail prices. Or I should say aftermarket prices that the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version really starts to fetch when you look on places like eBay. But for Bruticus, that's about it. Like I said, not really much of a difference except for that one paint application. Get that pushed together. Right here, that's literally the only thing that I can find that's different. And actually, you know, when you look at the purple here, the shared exclusive one has a little bit darker of a purple, but again, that might just be from the age, I guess. I don't know, and color fading. I don't really know. But you can see, though, there really isn't much of a difference between the two. It's just now we have the option for retail price getting the game accurate colors. Now, Grimlock is a completely different story. As you can see, there is a big difference between the regular retail version and the new shared exclusive Platinum Edition version. And I absolutely love the way that it looks. Now, one thing that I do have to mention, and I don't remember who it was that said this, and I feel bad, but when I posted pictures of these two for a comparison side by side on my Twitter, one of my followers pointed out that the actual gold chrome almost gives it a greenish tint to it. And he's absolutely right. And he said that he actually preferred this one because that green tint really kind of throws it off. And it does kind of have that. I'll totally be honest. There is a little bit of that green tint in there. It's just so gold, it's looking greenish. Now, I do actually prefer this one. I absolutely love the way this looks. But I do have to agree with him that there is that weird look going on with them that might throw some people off. In addition to that, you can see that coming down here on the actual shin, this bit right here, it has not been painted gold, whereas the retail version is gold. You got a much nicer silver paint here, whereas this is a very dark gray. The little red bits on the inside are the same. Then you come around here to the side, you can see that the little silver bits here on the inside are painted silver, whereas this is not. Then you can see right here on the side of his leg, this just has a complete gold paint over the entire section, whereas you got the gold actually going around these outer bits. Let's see, I'll get him in dinosaur mode and we'll take a look there. Now, that's actually kind of interesting. I didn't notice that before. You got some silver and red actually right up in there, whereas that's just all painted silver. Obviously, you see the same gold coming around here on the head area. That'll come through more. Beyond that, everything looks pretty much the same that I'm seeing here, but basically when you're looking at this, you're getting a fairly nice looking Grimlock essentially for free when you buy the San Diego Comic-Con version of Bruticus. So this guy's basically like just an incentive figure. Now, as for the dinosaur mode, again, you can see the very nice gold coloring on the new Platinum Edition, mostly here in the neck. You got the chest bit still there, but the dinosaur mode reveals a gold neck as well as silver paint right up in here, whereas this is just gold. And then instead of the red that's highlighted through there, you got more of that silver actually coming through. Again, a nice, wonderful touch. And then the other thing is on the inside here, you can see that he's got this nice silver paint on the inside here, whereas this is just the regular kind of drab gray on the inside. Just bringing out those extra details. But beyond that, that's really all you're seeing. The Autobot logo looks about the same. This one actually looks a little bit darker than this. And again, I don't know how well that's going to come across on the actual camera. And then you can see that this is actually silver or gray paint, whereas this is actually gold. And then you can see those extra red bits right there a little bit better than you could see in the actual robot mode. That's where the red is painted there, and that's just the straight gray color. So a lot of differences on Grimlock, not so much on Bruticus. But like I said, the selling point on this set, really in my opinion, is the San Diego Comic-Con version of Bruticus. And you're getting basically Grimlock for free. Now, in my opinion, I honestly believe that this is one of the best values in Transformers that you can get right now. And if you are a fan of the Fall of Cybertron game, this is the best way to get the game-accurate colors of Bruticus, and at the same time, for basically the same price that we all paid at San Diego Comic-Con, you can also get a really nicely improved Voyager-class Grimlock figure. Paint-wise, there's like one difference that I could spot with my eye on Bruticus. Beyond that, Everything else is the SDCC/game colors that I know a lot of fans really wanted, but were not able to get because it was an SDCC exclusive. Now, thanks to Big Bad Toy Store, you can get it. And the Grimlock it's just icing on the cake in my opinion. I'd pay, and I did pay, $100 all day long for this guy. You throw this in, and the set is fantastic. I highly recommend picking this up, guys. I firmly believe that people will not be disappointed in this set. So if you are interested in picking up, go ahead and click on the link down in the video description. You'll go to Big Bad Toy Store and you can order yours today. But beyond that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this look at the new BBTS Shared Exclusive Platinum Edition Grimlock vs. Decepticon Bruticus. And until next time, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Keep in touch with me. Find the recent purchases as well as all upcoming video reviews all at facebook.com/TeamBotimus. And of course, follow me over on Twitter at twitter.com/Optibotimus. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.